Beautiful weather today at the Lollapalooza, and next to me is Alan Walker. Hi, Alan. How are you feeling?
Hi guys, and I'm feeling pretty good, and it's so great to be here.
Yes, and he has a slightly Arabic outfit, but that's your special sort of mask disguise thing that you have on stage as well, right?
Yeah, and I'm guessing like most of you guys probably wonder why I'm using the mask, and that's because I'm trying to kind of like give Alan Walker as an artist a pretty different and unique artist image, and yeah, and like the whole image is inspired by the hacker group Anonymous, for example, and also it's inspired by the TV series Mr. Robot and the video game Watch Dogs. Together we put together a pretty cool, unique style, and I think people will really like it because it's so different.
And you just performed on the Paris stage at the Lollapalooza. How was that?
I said, like, I just performed, and then I think like the audience, for example, was crazy, and it was so cool. Like, I think it's my fourth time I'm performing here in Germany, and yeah, it's just amazing. Like, I'm really looking forward to come back again.
And you had a very sort of different approach to learning music, because normally, you know, like sometimes people have like a classical musical background, but you had a different approach. You sort of learned it via YouTube. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, pretty much like I was curious on how things worked as a teenager, and what I found on YouTube was a music producer known as DJ Nas, and I was wondering like, how do you make music? And so we got in touch, and he started helping me to learn like the basics, and what we did like was that he taught me how to do everything, and I just kept on watching YouTube tutorials, and yeah, I started learning, and it's been a pretty long road from there to where I'm now, and it's been really fun.
And you also had like interactions with people, sort of giving each other advice. Do you still have connections to those people?
Yeah, like I was a part of many Facebook groups, for example, and we got in touch like, I don't know, pretty much daily, and we just kept on sending like tracks back and forward to each other, getting tips and feedback, so you could add what you should like. It's kind of like what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and how to improve your tracks, and it's pretty cool.
And one of your inspirations is also movie soundtrack creators like Hans Zimmer, for instance. Which soundtracks of which movies do you like the best, and why?
For the time being, the one that I like the most, I would say that's probably Hans Zimmer's Time.
Okay. And would you like to do a soundtrack for a movie yourself?
Yeah, I think if I ever got the chance, I wouldn't have said no, because I really like to produce movie soundtracks as well.
What kind of a movie would it be? Action movie or dark, dramatic movie?
I don't know. I think it just depends on the movie, pretty much.
You had the collaboration with Iselin Solheim.
Yes.
How did you meet her? What did you find fascinating about her voice?
Well, first of all, I got in touch with Iselin Solheim through another guy I work with in the studio, and pretty much he just said like, I know a girl, and she has a voice kind of like Ellie Goulding, and we thought like, yeah, that would be cool, and so we got her in the studio, and we tried to like, well, she got to sing the demo vocals, and she just nailed it, and so yeah, and it's pretty much the same story with Sing Me to Sleep. Like, she actually sang the demo vocals for Sing Me to Sleep, and she just nailed it, and I'm really proud of her. Like, she's done a very good job as well.
And you performed the first time this year live at the X Games in Oslo. Were you really nervous? How did you feel about that?
Well, X Games was my live debut show, and I can be honest and say like I was really, really scared.
Yeah. I can imagine. How many people were at the X Games?
I think there was about 15,000 in audience and 5 million who watched it live.
That's quite a lot for the first time.
Yeah, it was kind of like a just jump in the water situation.
And have you got more accustomed to it now? Do you feel more confident on stage? You're like, yeah.
Yeah, like after while doing the first shows, then I started to get like a better feel and touched on it. So it's, I would say like I've been improving a lot since that first time.
Cool. Okay, well, we have a little surprise for you. I don't know if you know about it.
No.
You've done quite well with your single Faded.
Yeah.
And so Maria Kramer as the product manager and Stefan Goebel as vice president from Sony Music are happy to award you, the team, and the management, represented by Jill Bird from Their Music,
yeah,
a double platinum award. Ta-da!